Oh my goodness. All right, let's look outside. Our Launch Credit Union camera, 74 degrees. This is in Titusville, and we've got a quiet start to the day today, but today is a Fox 35 weather impact day because we're going to have a lot of rain this afternoon. We've got an upper level low that's across the northeast Gulf right now, sitting south of Tallahassee, and our orientation relative to that means that our flow is coming out of the Caribbean. That is a tropical flow, and with dry air banking up against this tropical flow and with air rising, it is forcing rain and clouds to develop, and so we're going to have a lot of rain this afternoon in a lot of spots. In fact, it's going to be the tropical downpour variety where you can easily get an inch or two inside of 1 hour, and that could lead to ponding on the roadways. So right now everything's quiet, but with a little bit of the heating of the day as temperatures rise from where they currently stand in the lower to middle 70s to around 80, that's all it's going to take to get some of these storms refiring. They'll just continue to develop, and then by this afternoon, pretty widespread coverage. We had a couple of showers earlier in Palm Coast, a couple of sprinkles around Lake George, but this is how it's going to work out through the day today. So generally overcast this morning. If we get a break of sun, that's only going to enhance the rain chance later in the day, causing higher levels of instability. In other words, more lifting air in the atmosphere. So the more sun, the more storms we'll see. But it looks like we'll see our first action around 11 o'clock around Orlando and Cocoa Beach with some showers, then numerous storms developing after 2 o'clock with some real soakers. The kind of rain where you may start to see in some of the urban areas, like the intersections around downtown Orlando and around maybe Pine Hills, and once you get out toward, say, some of the attractions, you know, we could see ponding developing on the roadways there where you have to sort of ford through some water. Palm Coast, Daytona Beach, Titusville, Cocoa Beach, Melbourne, by 4 o'clock around the time of the evening commute, we could start to see some really heavy rain persisting, maybe a break in the action for some of us through dinner time, but then another surge of a little bit of rain before it quiets down for the night and just a couple of scattered showers. Rain totals today widespread between 3/4 of an inch and about 1.5 inches of rain. We may see a couple of pockets approaching or exceeding 2 inches of rain today. All right, let's look outside downtown, 73 degrees right now. So hour by hour, we'll go from 74 at 8 up to 80 by 11. Remember, 80 is kind of the magic number to get those storms popping. We'll go from a 30% chance of rain up to about a 60 to then 70% chance between 3 and 5. Our high today only reaching 83 thanks to all the clouds and the rain. So tropical rains later today on this dreary and drippy Wednesday, remaining unsettled all weekend. Saharan dust moving in. I mean, it's not one thing, it's another thing. We got dust moving in tomorrow. I'll show you that. 83 in Orlando, 82 in Titusville, 84 in Palm Coast. The dust is actually going to help to lower the rain chances as we get into the rest of the week. Through tomorrow, we'll still see some activity, some likely showers and storms. By Friday, the storm chances will start to sort of ease back a little bit. And it's going to go like this. We're going to go from clouds and sprinkles at 9 up to showers and storms by 3. Temperatures slow to rise. So whether you're in Titusville or you're in Orlando, it's much the same. In fact, this system is so tropical as far as its moisture goes, it has a chance to develop off the southeast coast, a low chance, into a tropical system. The National Hurricane Center tracking that, the first blob of the season. Speaking of blobs, we've got dust that goes from Cuba and the Bahamas all the way back to Africa. It's amazing to see. Huge windstorms over the Sahara can loft this stuff way up into the atmosphere. It gets transported all the way over to Florida on the trade winds. Happens every spring and summer. Nothing new to Floridians. But this will be a little bit of a denser dust cloud moving in for the day tomorrow. And so if you're sensitive to that kind of thing, maybe you got asthma or some kind of respiratory issue, it can kind of make you cough and sneeze a little bit. It does reduce rain chances. It also puts a cap on our hurricanes, which is great. We don't have any tropical activity ahead, and hopefully that dust dries up that 10% chance. But today is an impact day. We're going to see rain chances easing back this weekend, but then ramping back up for the middle of next week.